I can't believe this. Natsuki's gonna be coming over to my house Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I pretty got... there's no telling how this might outside of scope or that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, I mean... He's just a young boy letting his mind get a hold of him. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious. I keep telling myself there's no reason. But she's coming over. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I haven't heard from Sayori. But I'm worried about her. Okay. Yeah. We might as well do this now. Because this... Or is this a good one to start on? No, we should probably end with this. We probably shouldn't start a stream with it. Oh, look at that cloud. Alright, let's do this. You know something's happened because the music stopped. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Strange that her parents don't mention me just barging into the house. I head up to her room where I find her. Sayori? Hi, Lloyd. Wait, no, is that her voice? It may be making it a bit softer now. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Doesn't look too bad. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. Wait, shouldn't that be a sign for me? Yeah. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I ended up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait. How did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival's preparations, right? Maybe? But she also gets a little creepy when she talks to people, and I think she's trying to secretly turn us all insane. For the vision. But what about you? Are you gonna help Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep! Nothing for me to feel all weird about that. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. One eye going one way, one eye going the other. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Lloyd. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over here today. It just wants to torture me. Yee! Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Hi! Hee 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 hee. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Lloyd. But you're wrong. Nothing's happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Hee! You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Lloyd? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I have had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Lloyd. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have wasted effort caring about me, instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Ha ha! That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Ha ha! You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Lloyd. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could have been like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you come here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm gonna accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled her in a tight embrace. Ah, Lloyd! Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus, but please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Lloyd! Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No! Don't do this to me! Please, don't do this to me! Lloyd! Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what you need to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Lloyd. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah? Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days to have, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please, don't! If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive myself. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. at the very least, you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry, I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright, I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I feel myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's coming over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back home when anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Wow, this tonal shift's gonna give me whiplash. Before I knew it, she texted me and let me know she's at the front door. Without delay, I opened letter. You're wearing something different. Well, I mean, we're not in school. Never mind. Hold on, 1 second. Stupid allergies. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform threw me off. Me too! Seeing her in such a cute I'm not gonna call her cute. Jeez! Don't make me feel so awkward already! Oh, excuse me. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Did you read my mind? Anyway, I'm coming in! I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag, probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't come all this way to find your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you, right? Yep, I did. Next, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good! Glad I could count on you to do your part. Of course. Mais oui, but of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school as well? Yeah. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Wait, not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag for me, you jackass? Chivalry certainly is dead. Where's your hospitality? Come on, since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag from Natsuki. It's ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I don't even have man forearms. Yeah, I know why your forearms are so strong, you asshole. I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk! Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being smaller that much? Well, it's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you're treating me like a kid? I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a matured, sexy figure like Yuri does doesn't mean I should be treated like a... Natsuki catches her words and her face turned to Natsuki. You have a lot to learn about men. Forget it! I didn't say anything! I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. But, let's face it. I like the women who abuse me. I've already showed earlier I'm a simp. And I like it when girls are all yelling at me. $5 a month! I should have been nicer and a little bit more considerate too. But also... if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know anything about that anyways? Is it because your forearms? Just trust me on this one. Gross, it is your forearms. Hey, is it me? Who else? Man. Yeah, man, that's the problem. Let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Lloyd. Natsuki smiles deviously. Oh, please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. Even this simp has his limits. But when she's satisfied enough for now, finally she starts pulling things out of her bag so we can get started. For long, the whole kitchen's a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluids. Whoa! And plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. Yeah, you got your fork on it, or cookie, you gross son of a bitch. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Lloyd, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's gonna be in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, you idiot! I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Aw, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. Look at all the spilt fluid. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separating the batter into smaller bowls and putting a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. You're not going to be a good parfait girl, Lloyd. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you just look at it, making everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made for me my first day, right? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cupcake-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Wait, did I get the people mixed up? Maybe I would have used food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if I don't do it. If you do it like that. Is that what you want, Lloyd? Do you want me here all night? Here, look! Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses the other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it! After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize it, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do... Why am I reluctant to taste icing? Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs the wrist. I don't want your gross fingers into my icing! Your icing? Aren't you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my fingers towards the ball. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next! I'd like to see you try. Oh, is that so? I push harder, just enough for my fingers to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my fit! Okay, Mr. Salvato. You're setting me up here. After all the spilt fluid, she gets icing on her face. Come on now. Whose fault is that? I was aiming for your back and you moved. Okay, that's the last one. There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. No! She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez! You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand, fighting back, but I grab that one as well. Stop it! You know what? We're just gonna screen cap this once again because it's cute. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just been seeing you react to it. You do it to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease a girl like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the ice cream. That's getting screen grabbed too. Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Lloyd? You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls. Unless you really like them. That one's probably gonna be the thumbnail. You know that, right? What kind of question is she just asking me just like that? How did the mood turn this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I noticed her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel so dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Ugh. No wonder! You left a dirty tray in here, dummy! No, that was my mom, I swear. You think I cook? How could you make a mistake like this? You should have checked before turning the oven on! Don't blame me for your error, sex, jeez! So he used the oven mitts to grab the blackened tray out. She sits on top of the stove. Another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension for the moment still lingers over my head, but the moment has already been lost. I watch Natsuki slide cupcake tray in the oven, then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue icing like nothing ever happened. Oh, no, go for it, simp! Don't back down now, you're so close! Ah, that smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they are! She probably just left the different colored cupcakes. I sometimes don't know what comes out of my body. They'll look even better once we add my icing. No, you didn't tell me that. I brought decorating stuff too. I hope you can get creative. Here, scoot the icing into these bags. Yeah, since you're not picking up on things, I gotta be flirty with everything, Lloyd. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make them look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers, Lloyd. Don't give a girl flowers unless you really like them, Lloyd. We probably won't be using this time, though. What's that one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff in cake like, I love you. You shouldn't say that, though, to a girl unless you really like them, Lloyd. Hold on 1 second. Stupid allergies. Like happy birthday or I love you, Lloyd. Oh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature club, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each cupcake. It'd be fun to see people choose cupcakes based on what word they like. Huh? I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. That's actually a really cute idea. I did it to you! Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to be? That doesn't have to call cute! I'm not cute! Come on. We're not at school anymore. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act this way and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing! Let's just finish the icing. Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens it out. There's a lot to do. We shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a second chance, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how the icing, blah, blah, blah. They're finally finished. Natsuki picks them all up side by side and admires our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Oh, I wish you have one now. Well, there's no reason we can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Huh? Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, my dad cooks, I need to eat as much as I can. Well, anyway, there's probably more to that story, but I was hoping I would have time for manga, but I still need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always had this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki puts the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sarah each carry some, you could probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish you would listen to me. Would she listen to you? Yeah. Again, I think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, I didn't even have the opportunity to get closer to her like well, because you blew it. You had her in a perfect position. Well, I guess I'm off then. Thanks for the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But besides from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out or somewhere. Do you really make that, Lloyd? Don't say that to a girl unless you make it. Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Lloyd? I thought you only cared about getting this stuff. You both missed the flirting that went on? I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. That is the most pouty face I've seen before a kiss. Screen grab. Wait, Natsuki! Standing interest in me, Natsuki looks up at me. I felt her fingers gently clutch the sides of my shirt, as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against me. Dude, you fucking pass out. I'm gonna be so pissed at you, Lloyd. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori! Ah! Ha ha! Cock blocked! Hi, Lloyd! Sayori! Just how we were. Wait, we're not dating. Why am I trying to hide this? It's okay, Lloyd. I just sat back to say hi. Well, you should carry me over a little earlier. I'm already on my way out. Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't need to come in so far then. Anyway, later. Clearly frustrated, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Bye, bitch! Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Lloyd? I'm supposed to feel happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be much better if I just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Lloyd. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Lloyd. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself, Lloyd. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give to you. Sayori. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seem after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with something really difficult right now, but please trust me that I know what's best, and I will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help you get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like? To get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down this path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know what's better than anyone, Lloyd. I trust you with anything at all, so... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my own house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should have done something more, something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house and waking her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should nearly be complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself and carefully stacked 2 trays. Really? All that time and we only got 2 trays out of that? Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Lloyd, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri'd be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each desk in the classroom. They must have been the ones she prepared the poems for performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days like... Whew, let me try that again. You think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly I feel awful, knowing it's not nearly as simple as that for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up? You should take a little responsibility for her, Lloyd. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. I'm the woman in the poem who knows everything. I'm the one always watching. But, I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? And how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, she's being as creepy as usual, too. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Sure? I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost personal feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the first ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she's practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Get out of my head! 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 Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. The fuck? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Lloyd? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go see Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal, at least, to wait for her or wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking to school with her makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all that she needed, I'll give to her. I reached Sayori's house and knocked on the door. I didn't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I'm ending up doing this after all. Waking up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really don't want to have to enter a room like this. It's kind of a breach of privacy, but she leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up to a few days ago. That's how I can't believe my eyes. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I knew what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this to me? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My storming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of the relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. Someone she's gone forever. Nothing I can do will bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now... I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. That's fun. Oh, it's a composite of the three. Oh, wait, no, she is turned around. Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she may be drawing to herself. This girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friends you never see yourself making today, but it's just the kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I get tired of waiting for her. But if she's gonna be chasing if she's gonna chase after me like this, there, I can get it out. I almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh and idle on the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Hi, Monica. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone, like the need I am. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs, and I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like you'd be any girls in that anyway. Anyway, we're gonna cut this stream here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the emotional whiplash as much as I did. And I'll probably be streaming tonight too. This is the makeup stream for how bad last night's went. Alright,